Hi, I'm Jon Harvey. I'm directing the Ghost Sonata here at Classical Theater Company in Houston, and I'm excited to bring this show to Houston audiences. This show and I have had a long history. I've wanted to do this show for about 25 years. The first time I read it in my intro to theater college class, something about it stuck out to me. It was weird and wonderful, and it seemed to speak to amazing truths that I didn't quite understand why I enjoyed it at the time, but I did. One thing that is a benefit of having to wait so long to do the show is I've had a lot of time to think about it, and I think the things that I found wonderful about it when I first read it are still true, but as I've grown older, I realize that there are even other parts of the play that as a 20-year-old I didn't quite understand, that as a 45-year-old they make more sense. And I think that if I were potentially to direct it another 20 years from now, I probably would understand even more of it, because it truly is about growing old and the wisdom that comes with that, and seeing things that people present as true that you just kind of lose the taste to be able to talk about. And the interesting thing about this play is that it sort of feels like a horror movie, and that was one of the first things that was drawn to me. In the play there are mummies, there are talk of vampires, there's talk of dead people, the whole idea of ghosts and what certain people can see and what can't be seen. And an interesting idea of dealing with the costume design and the set is I kind of approached that as that we wanted to have kind of a horror movie feel to it. And we did a lot of research on kind of gothic horror dramas and took inspiration from those to present our characters in a very realistic way, but also in an expressionistic way to present them as the scary beings that they are. But I feel like we're going to do a very good job of it, and I'm exceptionally excited to bring this show to Houston audiences.
Hello, my name is Matthew Keenan, and I'm playing the role of the student in the Ghost Sonata. The play starts with my character coming from a disaster. A house has crumbled, and he's spent the whole night helping people and dealing with the dead bodies as well. And he arrives into this world and can see certain things that other people can't. He meets James' character, Mr. Hummel, who takes him on a sort of a journey through this world, and everything is not quite what it seems. This is a very bizarre piece, and right now we're having a lot of fun trying to make our way through this script, figuring out the relationships between everybody, what certain things mean. There's also lots of hints of whether who's alive, who's not alive, it's been an interesting process so far, figuring out all of those details. Hopefully you can make it out to come see the show. It's going to be an experience for sure.
Hi, my name is Shantae Lofton, and I'm playing the young lady in the Ghost Sonata. It's a very weird and abstract show, but even though it's so out there and a lot of the things that go on in the script, it still is based in reality, and that's something that I really like about it. I like that even though when you read it at first it's only about an hour long and it just seems like there's stuff coming out of everywhere, but in all actuality, I find that the randomness of it, the silences built into the script, I think it's very akin to life, and I think that I think you guys are going to have a good time watching it and trying to figure out what exactly is going on and what it all means, just as we've had a really great time trying to figure out why things happen and what inspires our characters to do what they do. I play the young lady, and she is a daughter. She's in love with the student. She has her own little quirks about her, like she always has to be in her room watering her flowers. Why? You'll have to come and see the show and find out. But it's and she lives in this world in which you're not entirely sure who's alive, who's dead, if it's a memory, if it's a dream, what. But we hope that you guys will come out and see the show and discover it with us.